Connection. I think we're live. It says we're going. All right. How's it going out there?
Hi.
First ever live episode of the Holy Hour podcast. Not only is it the first live episode, it's the first time in history of this show that we've gone on Instagram to do this live. And we're trying to read the comments too, but I'm an old man and Henson's a young man here. So, welcome to the show. We got to kick it off by saying happy birthday to who? Whose day is it?
Robert Smith.
Yeah, it's his big day. It's his big birthday. So, and this guy over here, Henson, is always up for a birthday party, right?
Yes.
We've celebrated in the past, haven't we?
Celebrated like 10,000 times in the past.
Yeah, he's been around a while. So remember that one year we got like a big old cake and everything?
Oh, yeah.
And we've been listening to all the albums. That's usually our tradition. We listen to all the official albums and try to get them all in. And usually we start at the beginning, right? We changed it up this year. What did we do?
Well,
which ones have we been listening to this morning while you do your school assignments?
We've just been doing listening to big hits, I think.
Big hits?
Big hits.
They're all big hits to you, aren't they? We've been working backwards this time, is what he's saying. We figured while he's doing homework assignments and stuff, we should do the new albums and work our way back. So come nighttime, we'll be really in the thick of the dark era, won't we? So yeah, it's going real good. We've been celebrating Robert Smith, listening to the albums. We're already down to Wild Mood Swings. So yeah, we just heard Blood Flowers, right? It's good. I like it every time a little bit more. It was one I didn't like very much when it came out. I was like, I think they're trying a little too hard. Yes.
What was your favorite Cure album?
Like ever?
Yeah.
It's pretty much always been Disintegration. For a while, I felt like Wish, maybe. But then I think I was just caught up in the moment because I was a teenager. And now, definitely Disintegration.
I would say right now would be Love Cats. I love
Is that your favorite song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still your favorite song?
Still
You've
my
been saying
favorite
that
song.
forever. Okay, what is it you love about it?
Well, I love about it is because it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And, I like cats a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a cat.
Is it because it's cats? What if it was like Love Dogs? Would you love it as much?
I think I like all the music in it and stuff. Like the
Yeah, it's bouncy, huh?
Yeah.
You like that jazzy Cure? Cool. Well, we haven't officially introduced Henson here. Anybody that has listened to the show, he's popped up a few times. You're on the Love Cats episode, by the way, and a few other ones. We got your input, and I'm always posting your wacky-do shenanigans on Instagram here. So maybe people know. Why is he the cutest kid ever is a question. Why are you so dang cute, Henson?
My curly hair!
We're trying to give you Robert Smith hair, right? We were taking silhouette pictures the other day. It was working pretty good.
Yeah.
But this is Henson. We were going to try to play a practical joke and say that he was Donald, actually. And we're like, surprise! Turns out Donald is a 7-year-old boy. And the real bad boy of podcasting right here. He's 7 years old, so he just lives a rough life. But Donald might see this later, so we'll say hi to Donald and all the people out there. So this is pretty rad. So far, we got some friends we're seeing, some people we know from Instagram. So thanks for joining us, guys. We're got a list of some stuff we wanted to share with you. But we're just gonna kind of do casual Cure talk and hit up a few things here. So hopefully it'll be a weird episode for lunchtime East Coast viewing. And so for all the kids eating your lunch right now, wrapping up hopefully your school assignments. We've been doing
good.
Yeah, we just plowed through them all. We're like, let's get this done so we can talk about the Cure. And then what are we gonna do after this?
We're gonna go fishing.
Yeah, we got a nice isolated. Hardly any people ever around, right? We go fishing, so we don't have to worry about all this craziness. You doing okay with all this quarantine stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, you alright with not going to school ever?
This is probably the best dream I've ever had.
Yeah, he's loving it. So, you're not freaked out by any of it or anything? You're
nope,
okay?
I know someone is freaked out. This guy.
Yeah, so, has it been obvious?
Yep.
Yeah, do I get a little tweaky? Okay, yeah, you know. So I'm glad that you're not bothered by any of it. We're trying to keep you in this bubble of happiness. So, yeah. So a lot of it's The Cure. What have we been listening to? A lot of Cure during this time? Do I make you listen to too much Cure at the house?
No way, I can listen to it all day.
Right. No brainwashing here. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about your Cure fandom. So we do origin tales a lot. That means like where you tell your story of how you got into the Cure and what you like about them and what was the first reaction to when you heard the Cure. Tell me the first time you remember hearing the Cure.
The first time is when I was a little baby and Dad was holding me and I listened to the Disintegration.
Yeah. You probably don't remember that because it was the actual moment you were born. I insisted we put out Disintegration while you were being born, but then it took like 12 hours, so I kept having to repeat the album. And so technically, by the time you officially came out, I didn't want to be like messing with a CD player, you know. No. I wanted to try to help out Mom as much as possible. So it had stopped by the time you officially, you know, arrived in this world. But it was the soundtrack for like at least 10 of the 12 hours. So we tried. I wanted
10 hours?
Yeah, I just kept playing it constantly. It took forever for you to come out. You were just like, no, I'm all warm in here. This world is nuts. I want to have nothing to do with it. But then you were born that night, and I wanted to make sure the first official song you heard, do you remember what song it was?
Disintegration.
Yeah, not the song Disintegration. That'd be a little twisted. But which song from Disintegration do you remember? I put the little earbuds.
I think...
My all-time favorite Kiss song.
I think it's...
Pictures of you.
Pictures of you.
You were very young. I don't blame you for not remembering. So. You were 1 day old. Show the people this shirt that we designed. So yeah, this is the prototype. We've been trying to pitch it to Chaz at 17 Seconds Shirts.
See it, but they say it says Cure on
Cure
the side.
in black, and we got the letter to Elise face on there, and you made it with puffy paint. We made some puffy paint shirts about a year ago, and we thought that would be a cool one, so we kind of smeared it out as much as possible, but we got some paint from another paint on another painting experiment. But that's all right, you know, it looks better and more texture. But is that your favorite Cure shirt we've made? We've made a few.
I think All Cats Are Gray is the best.
Oh yeah, he has a gray sweatshirt we made too.
With a cat on it.
We're so good to So yeah, Tyler, our friend, said, yeah, if you heard the song Disintegration as your first song in the world, that'd be a little intense, don't you think? It'd be like... So yeah, that's a cool shirt. You had a good misinterpreted. We've done an episode where we misinterpreted what Robert Smith's saying when he's singing. And
is this the Cure shirt? I think it is.
Yeah, this is the one I got in Austin at the last Cure show. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that one summer festival will come back. We'll still be on track in July. But as of now, it feels good knowing that I've seen the last Cure show that they've officially played. So if the world ends, not that it will, I will have seen the last Cure show at least. But yeah, I love this shirt because a lot of their new ones aren't so awesome. And Chaz had a good theory that since it's kind of like space related, this might be some concept art for the new album that will come out. What'd you ask me about today with the new album?
What new album?
Exactly.
Oh! I think it's about time for them to put out a new album.
Yeah, we've been listening to these same ones every birthday, and we need to top it off with a new one, don't you think?
I know.
So he doesn't want to rush it, so that's good. We don't want some sloppy album, but at the same time, I think we're all ready for it, don't you think? Yeah.
Wait. People are watching it already?
Yeah, they're in there. They're writing all these comments.
Whoa.
I can't multitask well enough to really read them all, so we'll have to read them afterwards.
This is the best.
Oh, they're down with it.
Yay!
Hey.
We got lots of comments.
Do you he's been ending all his school assignments where you record it with punch
Peace
that.
out.
Yeah, peace out. What do you say?
Peace out. Subscribe down below to our channel.
Yeah, watching too much YouTube. Subscribe to our channel down below. Teacher's like, what? Anyway, do you remember what you thought that first, going back to Letter to Elise? We've had an episode where we misinterpret what Robert Smith's saying, and the line is, Elise, it doesn't matter what. And you always thought it was, at least.
At least
it doesn't matter.
what.
So, yeah, I could totally hear that. So, yeah, we did a whole episode where people wrote in like their funny, misinterpreted what they thought he was saying. So, anyway, moving on. We had a couple things we wanted to show you. A couple years back, we posted the one just a second ago, but we had a little home assignment we made, and no pressure from me, of course, but Henson wanted to make all the Cure members out of these little paper guys. I think we saw the idea of just making people. This is when Simon had his big hair.
Yeah.
Sideburns. These guys on bandana. And then we got Reeves.
Yeah, we got Reeves.
So here's Reeves.
Reeves.
And that's when Reeves had his big hair too. Big on the sides. And Jason's hair was getting out of control, going straight up. This is pretty much how he looked in the anniversary video film. And we got Roger. Roger's kind of falling apart here. I need to retape him up. But his long, flowing, beautiful hair is kind of needs some tape there. But yeah, so he's smiling. And I think they're all smiling. Simon's not smiling.
The Cure's
Robert's
smiling.
smiled a little, so yeah. But yeah, I thought these were really cool. I haven't had the heart to move them out of the way. But so there you go. Arts and crafts ideas for anybody out there. That's
Simon's like, ugh.
yeah. Do you remember how we made these?
I think we just circled paper around and then we taped it and then we made something and then we cut it with scissors like that and then we taped it to the top and then we drew our faces.
Yeah, so I think we drew them once they're on there. That's why they're a little wonky on the faces. But yeah, you just roll up some
paper.
Cardboard. What is this called?
Paper.
Poster board.
Poster
Good.
board.
And then construction paper. We even pulled down his little hair there. Anyway, so we thought we'd share that. Another thing we've talked about on the show, not you and I, Henson, but it's come up in a few episodes of these Cure comics. And we figured since this was a visual episode, finally, if anybody for some reason hasn't seen these, old Cure fans and new can probably find them and are aware of them. But they're pretty terrible, but they're pretty awesome too for collector's aspect. But
they're really funny too.
Yeah. And, this one's the better one. Then there's this one that looks pretty decent, but those pictures are pretty horrible. We've made fun of them in the past. So we figured we'd show them to you guys, because this one's just a little bit of the Cure, and then on the back, you see you got En Vogue, and it goes into like Nirvana and stuff. So the first part's the Cure, and it's just these really bad portraits. Where's my favorite one? A Lowell. Let's see. There he is. Identical, right? Nah. Anyway, so we thought we'd share this one. We were going to read it like story time, but I don't think we're going to do that so much. But I will show you the one part that always stuck with me, that even as a little boy, this is the best part of this Cure. And the whole concept basically is, if you're not familiar, is that Robert Smith's on an airplane and they hit some turbulence and a Nancy Reagan book falls and hits him on the head and it kills him basically. And his ghost comes and the Grim Reaper comes dressed as Bart Simpson. And then he tells the Cure's story to this ghost. So kind of clever, kind of goofy.
And does he come back alive?
Yeah, and then at the end he's like, "You're too awesome to die, Robert Smith." And he brings him back. But here's my favorite part. If people aren't familiar, it's a little hard to read it like that. But Lowell walks into a bathroom, Billy Idol's there, and Billy Idol says, "Hi, mate. Me and my lady wanted a little bit of privacy in here. And Lowell's like, I'm only going to be a minute. And he goes, hey, you're Billy Idol from Generation X, ain't ya? And he's going to the bathroom, right? He says, pleased to meet you. And you and your young lady's acquaintance there. Aye! It's Billy Idol. He goes, hey, watch that thing. And the infamous tale of, you bastard, you pissed on me boot.
No.
He peed on his boot by accident. Or maybe on purpose. I'm not sure. I always thought that was just something they made up for this, but apparently it's in Lowell's autobiography. He really peed on Billy Idol's boot.
Really?
Yeah. I forget if it was on purpose or not. But anyway, you want to play some songs? We've had snippets of this on Instagram before, but Henson's been really loving Cure riffs on piano. And, yeah. You got it. Yeah, so that was the first song I ever learned on piano for the Cure.
And is this one?
Yeah. Great job. So, you want to do a little singing?
Sure.
Alright, we're going to do just a couple songs too of ones that Henson likes to sing. And, you know, like we said, this is going to be basically like the Muppet Show, hopefully. Do you want to do Caterpillar first? Oh, yeah. Alright, you ready? Alright, this is one you did for the talent show, not this last year, but the year before. You said you just wanted to do it every other year. Like a true Cure fan, you wanted to just keep them waiting, build up suspense for next year. But you nailed it. And let's see, you remember it?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Alright, we're going to give it a go. And hope you guys enjoy. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here you are, catch a caterpillar girl, born in the feeling of my hopeless heart. I never go. Oh, I toss my lemon lies with powder pink and sweet. The day I started, the day it changed. You fly away from me. You flicker and you're beautiful. You glow inside my head. Oh, you're hypnotized, memorized. The flames of flame kiss your head. It's my lemon lies with powder pink as sweet. The day I started, the day it changed. You fly away from me. Caterpillar girl. Caterpillar girl.
Yeah. Cool, man. Good job. You still got it. Damn. Cool. Hope we weren't blowing out the mic or anything. I haven't done too many live stream things, especially not live. But yeah, We've been watching a few of the live stream things, right? People playing.
Yeah.
Oh, don't turn that. Dun, dun.
No, I didn't turn it. Yeah.
We watched Bill Janovitz from Buffalo Tom. That was a good one. Soccer Mommy. And we tried to watch Jarvis Cocker. That was the one you told us to go outside because it was just noise and it was messing up your Minecraft. Like, take that business outside. And it didn't work out so well. But hopefully Jarvis Cocker will give it another shot. Love that guy. You want to try one more?
Sure.
This is the one we were going to do if he wanted to do the talent show. So maybe he... you want to be on? We
move like caging tigers. Oh, we couldn't closer than this. The way we
walk the way we
talk, the way we step, the way we kiss. We slip through the streets while everyone sleeps. Getting bigger, sneaker and water and brighter. We fight and scratch and scream all night. Let's go and throw the songs we know into the sea. You and me are the years that no one's heard. I'll show you in spring. It's a treacherous thing in this. You hiss the love cat.
So
wanna see pretty. I'll show you then anything for you. Have a couple of tea, have a couple of cream. Cook for fire and sleep for a while. Treacherous thing,
it's a perfect dream.
hand in hand, it's the only way to land. Always the right way round. Crumble into pieces like candy little Mises. How did we miss someone as dumb as this? You hiss the love cats. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Yes, the love cats. Yeah. Love cats. Cool, man. Yeah, everybody still doing all right out there?
I hope you guys are feeling good.
Yeah, keep it safe. Listening to lots of Kira and Robert Smith's birthday. We've got lots of more action-packed events for you. What's next on the list, man? Let's see. Should we show another thing before we do the next thing? Yeah, we were gonna. Hensel's like, show them your records. I was like, I actually don't really have. I mean, I have all the one copy kind of thing, of all of them except Blood Flowers and Wish. I do not have on vinyl. CDs, of course, got them on and more. But then everyone's into this, so we figured we'd share these. Go on. Let's see if I switch this up here. Cassettes. Oh God, they're back and. Don't get me wrong, even though I fell for the craze, it's all sentimental attachment. Cassettes sound terrible. They're literally the only format that gets worse every time you listen to it. But this is what I fell in love with The Cure on back in 1988. I've told this story a billion times on the show, Henson. But there was a friend of mine who lived on the street. You remember his name?
Ryan.
No, even older, way back. He said, I'm into U2 now. I do not want my Cure tapes. I will trade you, I'll sell them to you. It was like 3 tapes and a Kiss Me t-shirt for like $5, I think. He gave me such a good deal. Jeff Butler.
Jeff Butler?
Jeff Butler. Good old Jeff Butler. And I was like, I will definitely buy those off you. I can't remember. I think it was 17 Seconds. Definitely Japanese Whiskers. It might have been like Japanese Whispers and The Walk. So anyway, I had them all. I've lost a ton of them. I had to re-buy some of these. I found like a $6 Kiss Me. So that's cool. And then a lot of these I got, I got a couple from Sean and Paula, our friends out in Australia. Unfortunately, in Australia, it's like almost 2 in the morning now, I think. So they're probably not watching. But I got like, which ones I get from them? Standing on the Beach, which is weird because it has like throw your foot twice on the B-side. Very interesting. And Concert I got from them, and the mixed up tapes, and I think another one. But
and Dad got the coolest guitar ever.
Oh yeah, we'll go to that in a second here. Check this out, Henson. Look at this. Why on earth do you think I don't have a cover for my Head on the Door? What do you think? And look, Faith. Why would I not have a cover for Faith? And now I'm torn. It's like, do I have to buy it again just for the cover? I mean, I usually only listen to them.
Maybe you'll scratch it off.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I was a dingus and I got clear grip tape from my skateboard. And I thought it'd be cool to put the album covers under the grip tape of the skateboard. So now I don't have them for the tapes. But, technically it was a smart idea at the time, I guess. I don't have the newer ones. I got a deal going with Donald, hopefully. He's going to trade me the Shaka Zulu soundtrack for Wild Mood Swings. But then I need to get like Blood Flowers, self-titled. I don't think they put 413 out on tape. I don't know. But anyway, big deal. But they are just super something sweet about them because that's what I loved as a kid, was getting these tapes, and you can tell they all have a memory with it, They're all like these kind of tapes. So, most of them are in decent shape, though. So those are my tapes. One day they'll all be yours, Henson.
Yeah!
I gave away a lot of them. That's where, like, our friend Ryan had a car with a cassette thing, and I gave him most of them. Should I ask for them back?
Yes.
I don't want my tapes back, man. I don't think he has them. All right, moving along. We had another thing planned for this episode. He wants me to show off. I did get this. Is it a Holy Hour exclusive? What is that, Dad?
The coolest guitar.
Oh boy, yeah.
Pure guitar.
Yeah, I love it. It's a bass 6. I gave in, got one, Schecter, and it's awesome. It's a whole other thing in itself. If you're a Cure fan, or a guitar player rather, it's very strange to play it because you can't really. You could strum it a little more than I thought, so that's cool. But it's just like those lead parts are gonna be awesome. I can't wait to record with it. So we're gonna have some good music. All right. Dun dun dun. But yeah, just got that guy. So, cool. Let's see what else we're gonna do. There we go. Whoop. Lovely. Here we are. We're back. We had we were gonna do some trivia we thought would be fun. We're like, well, I don't want to grill poor Henson here. These people on this are probably diehard Cure fans. They're gonna be like, actually, that is not when the album came out, Henson. You are wrong. Dun dun. But we found the number one. He claims to be the biggest Cure fan in the whole world, and we're having him on as another guest, aren't we? What's his name?
Mr. Pink Eyes.
Yeah, this guy. Dun, 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 dun. Oi! Hello, Henson. You think you're a Cure fan?
I'm the best Cure fan.
Oh, no way, mate. I've been listening to the Cure since the easy Cure days.
Guess what?
What?
What
Hello
is the
out there,
first...
you so-called Cure fans.
Oh,
you think you're Cure fans? They're not
what
Cure
is the first Cure album?
Oh, you quizzing me now? You're gonna try and stump the ultimate Cure fan? Okay, so what do you got for me? What are some questions?
What is the first Cure album ever?
The first Cure album ever. Clearly, that would be Japanese Whispers.
Nope, it's Boys Don't Cry.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I get it, because you're from the America. But yes. You think it's Japanese Whispers, just me.
No.
Yes. The full-length album, Japanese Whispers, yes. What else you got for me? Give me a challenge. Give me a real challenge.
What is the bass player in The Cure?
The bass player? Oh, come on. I thought you were going to give me a tough question. The bass player. Oh, the bass player. Yes, Mr. Roger O'Donnell. You can't deny his wonderful bass skills. He's such a good bass player.
Hate to tell you this, but no.
No? Well, who is it then?
Simon!
Simon! Oh, no way. He's the keyboardist. Everybody knows that. All right, what else you got for me? One more. What else you got? I bet you're probably going to ask me something about, like, what's the biggest hit record by The Cure.
What is that?
What do you mean? Like, the biggest charting success?
Yeah, what is the biggest hit?
Oh, everybody knows it's The Scream from 413 Dream. Yes, their biggest hit. Everyone loves it. Number one.
No, it's Friday I'm in Love.
And
what? Love Song.
Oh, no way. I don't believe it.
It is
Number
true.
one Cure fan, that's me, y'all. Peace out. Subscribe down below. I'm going to go now because you all are crazy and you don't know anything about this band that you claim you love. Sorry, dude. Go study some more.
Talk to this guy. He's a real Cure fan.
Hey, wait, what? Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pink Eyes.
What's wrong?
Hey, that guy. What a dingus. So, I guess before we did have one last question. We were going to ask you guys something. Do we have anything else? We had a couple things. Any questions for us for Henson here? Maybe we could do some Q&A, or if you had any questions for Henson or the Holy Hour podcast in general. I guess I could try to read these. But if anybody has any questions...
Don't forget to put them in the comments.
Maybe there were questions earlier. We missed them all.
Okay.
So we'll do one last question for whoever's left out there that wants to answer this. Hanson has a trivia question. We were going to get Mr. Pink Eyes to ask it, but he's a mess. So, for the Cure fans out there, you can read this for us?
Uh-huh.
All right.
What was the first Cure
album
where the last song was not the title track?
All right. So, what was the first Cure album in their
was
history?
Not the title track.
The last song wasn't the title track.
I don't know.
While we wait for answers, somebody asked you a question, Henson. What's your second favorite band?
My second?
I'd
say Caterpillar Girl.
No, that's song. But what's your, aside from The Cure, like what other bands, what other music you into?
Probably
you have
Ryan Adams.
Yeah.
I love Ryan Adams.
He's not so popular right now, but yeah, I agree. He's really good. So, Ryan Adams, there you go. Gotta stick to your guns. Yeah. 17 seconds. Final track on 17 seconds was 17 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me is one. Kiss Me, Kiss Me is correct, but not the first one, right? What was the one came before that? There we go. We got Head on the Door, the one I don't have the cover for. The final song was Sinking and not Head on the Door. There is no title track, but Close to Me says Head on the Door in it.
Head on the Door, yes.
All right, yeah, Bells, got it. We're hoping to do an episode with, is it Belsmund? Belsmund. You never know what to call people on Instagram. But, yeah, so hopefully we'll do that episode soon. South Park. You know about the South Park episode? I think we did watch that, right? Remember with Cartman and Robert Smith's on there? And
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I just showed you pieces of that or we watched the whole thing.
No, we watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Parent of the year over here.
I'm not supposed to watch it.
Yeah. So Head on the Door was the answer to that question. Good job. I don't have a prize for you yet, but we'll come up with
We can't give it to you because you're in a phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Watching this or
I can't do that.
No.
So, should we do the finale? I don't know how long this has been going. We'll keep this episode short unless there's any other questions for Henson or myself. Barbara Streisand. What do you think? Any other questions? How about you man this while I grab one last thing that we're going to do for the good people out here and to celebrate Robert Smith's 61st birthday. Can you believe it? He was born in 1959.
And now he's
61 years old.
61?
Yeah, how old are you?
7.
7. So a bit of an age gap, but
I got a long way to get to 61.
yeah, which is good. Hopefully he's got 61 more years. So anyway, you field these questions. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay.
Don't say anything vulgar.
Okay.
All right.
Hi.
You got this, right?
Yeah, I got this. Oh.
There we go. So, you're wondering why Henson's being such a great sport is because 1, he's the best kid in the world, but 2, I bribed him. We're going to have a celebratory brownie in honor of Robert Smith and sing him a little happy birthday. So,
Happy birthday to Robert Smith.
all right, we're going to sing. All right, you guys feel free to sing along. What's your cat's name? Somebody asked. What's our cat's name?
Dando.
Dando. Yeah.
Like the other singer Dando.
Yeah, like Evan Dando. Why did we name her Dando?
Well, she's crazy like Evan Dando, and she's half cross-eyed, and it totally matches the version, and she's crazy.
Yeah, so beautiful, a little bit dumb. But there you go.
And she's really nice.
Ow! What was that? Did I
Woo, it
Woo!
smells like
All right,
smoke.
we'll try this again. All right. So there we go.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday
to
you. Happy birthday, Robert the Smith.
Which is me.
Happy birthday to you. Blow it out. Make a wish for Robert. Just fake it. You don't have to tell us.
I say, make a new album.
Yay! All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to eat this brownie and then go fishing.
Well.
Yeah. Be safe out there. And maybe we'll catch you with a full gang soon. We're going to... Hey, 17 seconds, Chaz. Got a little birthday cake down there. Cheers. And yeah, keep safe out there. We've got lots of shows coming up on the regular audio version of this show. We got a Matthew Hartley featured episode coming up next, hopefully, if we get that piece from Donald. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Matthew Hartley profile. And then we're going to go back to new episodes and sprinkle in those oldies every other week. Sound good, man? What else we got? We got a few possible ideas coming up. 2 Ravens review, Roger's solo album.
Next year, I want to do the same thing.
Okay, maybe we'll just celebrate his birthday once a month. How about that? All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you soon.
95.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Until next time, we usually end the show saying "Talk Hard." It's a line from "Pump Up the Volume." This early 90s Christian Slater movie where he has a radio station out of his basement. It has nothing to do with The Cure, but for some reason we say it at the end. So you want to say talk hard?
Talk hard.
Talk hard. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday.
I gotta turn this off now and I don't know how. Do I... Awesome. Oh, are we back? There it is. Are you sure you want to end the video? You think it's still recording? I look like such a crazy old man. He doesn't even know how to work a phone. And now.
And now.